Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to AriesEDC. I get a chance to check out this from Gecko Customs Knife Works, but before I do, please remember to follow me here on YouTube. Check me out on Instagram and Patreon, and you can become a channel member. Channel members get some behind-the-scene photos and some different things of not just the knives that I'm getting in, but also the knives that I am making. So, with that being said, I get the opportunity to check out this. This is the Gecko Customs Knife Works Sikorae Lite. Really stinking cool knife. So let me move that out of the way so we can focus on just the knife. So the Sikorae Lite. I know the Gecko Customs has a couple different versions of the Sikorae. They have the higher end version, and then this is the budget friendly version. So let's see what we got. So the Sikorae Lite, you have this nice Gmascus. So this is basically a layer G10, done very well in that pattern. They do that very well. I love that material, is really stinking cool. It is all the way around. You have this nice reversible titanium clip done very nicely. It fits in the pocket well. You should have no issues with that clip. I found it very nice to slide in the pocket, and this knife pretty much disappeared in the pocket, and this is done very well. This is the flipper version, and just cruising on their website for a little bit, they have a non-flipper version as well. The price on these are $179 right up front, so I'll let you guys know with the G10 and the Magnacut blade. So this is a Magnacut blade, which I'll be showing you guys here in a second, at 61 to 63 HRC listed on their website. Done very, very well. So there you go. You can see the blade now. Yeah, you have that nice opening hole. You have the nice choke up position. The blade shape is already a proven winner, which we're going to talk about here in a minute. And it's done very, very nicely. Fits well in the hand. Let me zoom out just a little bit. There we go. Get all my nonsense out of the way. But done very, very well. And yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say. It is, the shape and everything is very good. It fits well in the hand. Choke up position is good, so you can get that choke up position nice without feeling like you're too close to that blade. You're far enough away from that blade. The blade shape, you have that nice drop point with a nice belly, so you have the nice puncturing tip and a nice belly to make any of the draw cuts and things that you might need. Cutting rope, cutting cardboard, cutting paper, cutting whatever else you want to get into. This will probably take care of that, no problem. You have a Magnacut blade, and the G10 is done very, very well for that price. Here's something when looking at the blade, I was like, Magnacut, why would you not want to have that someplace small or something on the blade? And they do. So you can see it, but I guess the MC, which is meant for Magnacut, I believe, so at least I hope, that little hidden MC, and you can only see that MC when the blade is traveling. When it's there, and then it disappears there as well. So you can only see the MC when the blade is in travel. Which it is a liner lock, and the action is really nice. Just a little shaky, and it will fall down. You do have good access to the lock bar. They do have this scale removed just a little bit more, and you can see the lock bar is chamfered, so you can get your thumb in there very nicely, and the lockup position is done very, very well. I don't know. There you go. You can see it. Inside the scales, there is tons of milling and everything to remove weight. So they've done that very well. Yep. This area right in here is always my thing. It's how comfortable does that feel in your hand? And on this, guys, I got to tell you, it's hard to see, but they have chamfered all of this out in this area to fit your index finger very nicely, and it just cups your finger. And even in a choke up position, if your ring finger gets in here, it is very comfortable as well. So just the way that that feels right in there is done very, very well. So let's talk about kind of the obvious thing to me. When I first got this knife and I flipped it open, it seemed like I had seen it before. And that was kind of my first reaction, was like, I've seen this before. It reminds me of something. And it's not that it's a copy of anything. I just want to make that very clear. They did not copy anything. This is their own design and their own shape. But because there's so much out there, it seems a little pedestrian, and it doesn't seem different in any way. That doesn't take away from how great this is. Nice handle material, done very well, Magnacut steel at a really great HRC, and just the design actions on this are absolutely great. I would totally own this knife if I could. They don't have them available on the website. I think they do have some just plain G10, where it's just G10 instead of Gmascus, and that is listed at $180. I don't know exactly how much this is. They do sell the scales, which is pretty fun, that you can get that one and then add the scales for only 20 bucks. I believe that is what they're asking for, which isn't too bad for a set of G10 scales that work. But yeah, really, really good. You got that clip. Let's see. All right, let's look at some size comparisons, shall we? Basically, what they have listed for the length, the blade length is 3.04 inches. The overall length is 7.37 inches. So, and the weight is 3.4 ounces. So, not bad. Not a bad weight to a size ratio. Here it is versus the Rat 2. It's a little bit longer than the Rat 2, and the overall profile is much thicker than what the Rat 2 is. Again, with the Civivi Elementum, we're looking about the same, where the blade length is pretty close, but the handle is going to be a little bit bigger on both of those. And then finally, we have the Para 3, which handle-wise, we're getting into that territory that gives you a nice thick handle to grab a hold of. And the overall length of this is actually a little longer than the Para 3, but you can see as far as like the thickness of handles, we're talking roughly about the same. And same with the thickness here too. The actual Sikorae is actually a little thicker than what the Para 3 is. But you have contoured handles on this. I think probably forgot to say that, but this is contoured G10 in every way, and it's done very, very well. Nicely contoured, fits well in the hand, nice blade shape, nice action. The opening hole is done very well. You got Magnacut steel with a really nice handle pattern, and not a bad price for what you are getting. So the Sikorae Lite, is that something you could check out? I don't know. I hope you guys appreciate this and like this. I'm really honored to be able to check this one out, but this is a pass around, so I got to get this off to the next person. So thank you so much, guys. Please remember, subscribe, like, leave a comment, or not. Again, the choice is always yours.